Good evening, I'm Matt from theshavingcadre.com. I'm doing a bevel set on this beautiful Filarmonica 14 tonight. I picked this up several months back. I've been meaning to hone it and I want to get a shave in. It's been like 4 days. I've been kind of hoboing it, and so it's time to shave. So tonight I'm going to hone this up and I'll take it through a JNAT progression. So this is video 1 of likely 3. So I'll probably do the bevel set tonight on the Naniwa 1K, 5K, and then I'll take this to the JNATs and finish it. And then I'll take it and shave with it. So hopefully I have time and I'm not interrupted and we can work through them all. So I'll go ahead and get started then. Tilt you guys down. There we go. Now, like I say on my other videos, my bevel set, I usually get started with a little bit of pressure, actually not a ton, but a little bit, and you'll see a swarf start pretty quick. I usually start with about 50 half strokes and see where I'm at. And I'm already feeling a pretty good bevel, or not bevel, burr across the edge. That was really fast. This razor must not have been too bad off. I did kill the edge prior to starting filming. I do feel that it needs a little bit more work right here in the middle and just a hair toward the toe. So I'm going to give it another 50 strokes, half strokes, and check where we're at, and we'll go from there. All right, so there we are. We're at 100. And I'm feeling a burr all the way up and down, a good burr all the way up and down the blade. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and rinse a little bit of the swarf off, and we'll flip the razor over and see if we can't raise a burr on the other side. I had a feeling this razor was gonna be quick to finish, or rather put a bevel on, because it's basically unused. So we're right there at 50. And I'm feeling a decent burr all the way across the edge. I'm going to give it another 25 just to make sure that it's really solid. $25. And I'm talking about this burr. You should be able to feel this thing all the way across, like a raised little hair on the edge, all the way up and down. I'm going to give it just a little bit more on the toe. I just feel it. I feel like it needs just a hair more there. So actually, there we are. We are at 100 on both sides. And I do feel the burr good on the toe all the way to the heel. All right, so now I'm going to do 50 going back the other direction to even us up. Okay. We should have that burr again. All the way up and down, except at this toe a little bit. There it is. All right, we'll bring it back for 50. All right. And again, feeling that burr all the way up and down. Now I'll reduce to 25 each. There we go. Now we'll do some X strokes, and it looks like I need to do a little bit of a rolling X stroke to hit the toe. It looks like in a previous life, the razor may have been muted slightly. Pardon me, I forgot to grab some paper towels. I think it was muted. As you can see, the toe is just not super square. Somebody must have muted it. But then it doesn't appear that it was really honed, to me anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and wipe this swarf off of the blade, spray it off of the stone, and then we'll go ahead and do some X strokes. I do see a great looking bevel coming together, very even up and down the blade. You should be able to see it. It's getting nice and white all the way up and down. I'm going to say at this point in the video, I am no expert. I do not know all the answers. This is a hobby of mine. I really enjoy honing and shaving with straight razors. So let me just say, my method is not the be-all, end-all. And I just like to put that out front so that anybody that's watching this video knows. There are plenty of different ways to set a bevel on a razor, including with tape and other ways, but I prefer not to. I like this bevel set method because it really does seem to come together well, and I have very little issues with my edges coming together. So let's go ahead and see here. We're pretty flat on the stone for the most part. It looks like a rolling X does need to happen because it's just a hair off the stone here on the heel and a hair off the stone on the toe. And this is a long razor. This is a 3-inch wide stone, and you see the blade is hanging off, so you must do an X stroke. I'm going to do a few with pressure here with both hands to start with. A little bit more water. And that's 20 laps. Just for me, I'm going to do a quick bevel check with a cherry tomato, one of my preferred methods. I learned from Lynn Abrams a long time ago. Ooh, she's wanting to skate off of there still. Not really wanting to grab on the heel, but on the middle, meat of the blade, cutting just fine. So I think we need a little bit more work on the heel, definitely. Doesn't want to cut in until right at about the middle of the blade. So we're going to use a little bit more pressure toward the heel and finish that out. Doing a little half strokes, doing some circles. So there's 10 laps. Just going to do another quick check, see where we're at. Getting any closer. There it goes. It's not one right at the very heel too well, so I'm going to give it a few more heavier laps toward the heel, but it's real close. I mean, doing just fine. I'm getting little slices of tomato. Doing some heel leading laps. I like the way that looks now. Looks like it's plowing the water well. Got that heel on both sides. I'd say we're about there. I'm gonna lighten up a little bit and focus on good solid X strokes. We should be there on the 1K here in about, I'd say about 20 laps, maybe 25. And you can see there's a little bit of metal being removed for sure, but needs to happen. do some lighter laps now. Blade's wanting to stick to the stone real well. All right, so that's another 10 laps. Just do a quick double check, make sure we're good. Not sure why I'm heading backwards in that spot. Might be the tomato. Everything else is very sharp. Well, I guess I'm not at a perfect bevel set for you guys tonight. I thought I was done. I guess not. All right, we should be there. We're gonna double check one last time. I'm sure we're fine. Oh yeah. Perfectly good edge. Trying to get on the side there. I'm not sure why she wants to kind of skip a hair right there. That's okay. We're good. I'm sure we're good. I'm going to join the edge anyway at this 5K stage. I'm going to kill the edge again. Now that I know that the bevel's good and set. And even if there is just a little spot there, we should be just fine on the 5K. Now, no bevel set is perfect. Always something funky with the blade. Not always, but most times. All right, gonna go ahead and kill the edge on the corner of my blade, or on the corner of my stone here. Just lightly draw it across. There we go. Should not cut the tomato. Good. We're good. All right. Start with a little pressure. Perfect. Feels great already. Now go ahead and do some lighter pressure laps. Rinse this slurry off. Let's say we're maybe 30 laps away. Really slowing down now. It should be just about there. Okay, go ahead and check the edge real quick. Make sure we brought that bevel back up. Easily cutting the tomato. No problem. Good. Go ahead and give it another 15, maybe 20 laps. I know it's not hurting the edge, but you know, just in case you hit a seed or something in the tomato. And these are extra light. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it that. I'm sure we have the bevel set well on this. She is pretty sharp. I'm gonna go ahead and take a short break. I'm gonna run this back and strop it, and then I will come back for a finish on the J-Nats. So thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one.